G'day and welcome to Redriven. Now look, we get it. You want to look all wealthy and successful, but you don't want to go spending a fortune on your new car. Luckily, there are a few cars on the used car market that exude wealth and success and sophistication that used to cost an absolute fortune, but now they're very affordable. Now we have a bit of a disclaimer with this top 5. We're conveniently not going to take into account the running and maintenance costs of these cars because, look, while these cars are now well within our budget to purchase these days, to keep them on the road and running properly may require you to dip into your secret Swiss bank account. Anyway, let's get on with it. Here are our top 5 cheapest, most expensive looking cars. In 5th place, it is a Mercedes-Benz and it's the flagship of the Silver Arrows luxury range of cars. It's the 4th generation W220 S-Class. Not much exudes subtle affluence like an S-Class, and this, the 1999 to 2005 S-Class, marked Mercedes' transition from bold straight-line styling to a more swoopy and curvaceous aesthetic. And even today, it just looks the business. Add some more recent S-Class or some classy aftermarket wheels, and this thing can look far more expensive than it costs. The real bargains of the W220 S-Class range these days are the S320 and the S430 models, which can be had here in Australia for as little as $9,000. Now here in Australia, an S430 when brand new in 2005 was around about $230,000, so it's lost nearly $14,000 a year in value, but the thing is, most people don't know that. Now, exuding wealth is one of the main reasons that luxury SUVs even exist in the first place. But throw a Porsche badge on the front of it and a turbo badge on the back of it, and you can almost guarantee that people are going to assume that you've paid an absolute fortune for it. It's the Porsche Cayenne Turbo. The real bargains are the first generation Cayenne Turbos from 2003 to around about 2006. These things, when new here in Australia, cost around about $230,000, but taking inflation into account, that's equivalent to $347,000 in 2021 money. But these days, you can pick up a first gen Cayenne Turbo from as little as $15,000. And look, again, we're not taking into account any of the running costs or what internal organs you may have to sell to afford to pay for any potential repairs, but that is so much car for the money. In 3rd, it may just be the most iconic luxury SUV in existence. It's the Range Rover Vogue. Now, the bargains of the range here are the 2002 to around about the 2006 Vogue supercharged models, which cost around about $175,000 when new here in Australia. But with inflation, that's closer to $244,000. But go hunting through the used market, and you can pick one of these things up for as little as $9,000. Okay, look, buying a $9,000 Range Rover Vogue will be like forcing your bank account to play Russian roulette. But as we said at the start, ignoring any of the potential catastrophic issues and related costs that may occur, no other SUV will offer such an affluent image for such a minimal spend. Now, we couldn't have a list of expensive looking cars without including something Italian. And there aren't many Italian cars that exude such a cool, sophisticated image while still being so incredibly affordable. In 2nd place, it's the Maserati Quattroporte. With styling by Pininfarina and power by Ferrari, the Quattroporte is an exquisite machine, as long as nothing goes wrong. But again, we're just going to ignore those realities for now. It sounds just as good as it looks, and I can tell you from experience, it even smells expensive when you're sitting in it. Brand new, here in Australia, Maserati would extract around about $320,000 from your bank account for the ownership honours, but these days, you can pick up a 2003 to around about a 2008 Quattroporte for around about $25,000. So for $25,000, you can buy either a brand new Toyota Corolla or a used V8 engined Italian super saloon. Now, before we get to 1st place, can you please do us a favour and hit those like, subscribe and bell icon buttons, and after the video, why not go and pop over to the socials and follow us over there. Now, if you truly want to exude wealth, there really is only one brand. It's Rolls-Royce. And in 1st place, it's a Rolls-Royce. It's the Silver Spirit. Okay, look, it is getting a little bit on the older side, but the Mark I Silver Spirit still exudes the same class, sophistication and affluence that Rolls-Royce are known for. Plus, imagine this scenario. Oh, so what do you drive? Oh, I've got a Rolls-Royce. Brand new here in Australia, the big roller was asking around about $300,000, but that's in early 1980s money. Adjusted for inflation, that's around about $965,000. These days, you can get yourself behind the wheel for as little as $15,000. $15,000 for an actual Rolls Royce. Okay, look, a $15,000 Rolls Royce will probably need some serious TLC, and it will most likely cost you more than that every year just to keep it actually running. But look, again, we're ignoring all of that. 15 grand for a Rolls Royce is just crazy. Now, we're most likely going to do a part 2 and 3 of this list because there was so many options for it, mainly because luxury cars tend to depreciate like crazy. But hey, what did you think of the list? Let us know in the comments section below. And I'm going to ask that favor again. Can you please hit those like, subscribe, and bell icon buttons? It really does help us out a whole lot. And go and follow us on all the socials. See you next time. Now, exuding wealth is one of the... Good start. Exude wealth and success and... Okay, we go. Hell. And we got one of those nights, man. The cheapest, most expensive looking cars. What's my face doing at the end? It's the Range Rover Vogue. Can't speak tonight, which is a challenge when you're a f***ing presenter. It'll probably cost you more than that to keep it on the year. The wrap up. I f***ing hope. Is it even recording? Yes, it is. Now look, we probably... No. The light died.